So, why is it that some people can do habits so easily and you might be having a hard time doing it? Why is that? That's what we're going to talk about today. We must understand ourselves and what we are made of in order to shape a habit that works for you and your personality type. We're not all the same. Not everybody can, as Nancy Reagan said years ago, she just said, do it. So some people can, but others cannot. So that's what we're going to talk about. It's actually all how we respond to inner and outer expectations. Now, Gretchen Rubin has developed this strategy in a book. She talks about it. It's called Four Tendencies. And she divides people up in four different categories. And how this is so helpful because it explains why we do or why we don't, why we have such a hard time doing or not doing habits. It's so what is helpful in this, it explains some strategies based on your response to inner and outer expectations, how to follow through with a habit. So it helps you make good choices. Now, these four categories are called the upholder, the questioner, the obliger, and the rebel. So we're going to be spending the next 3 days and we're going to talk about each of these. So I do hope that you hit the like button and give me your comments. Let me know which one of these you fit into. Okay, so for today, we're going to talk about the upholder. The upholder is the least amount of people in the world are going to be upholders, but there's a whole lot of you. And I think I do have upholder tendencies, but I'm not fully one like my husband is definitely a great upholder. Some upholders can be rigid. He's definitely not that, but he is an upholder. Now, what an upholder does, they readily respond to inner and outer expectations. Discipline is their freedom. So they're self-motivated, self-starters, self-reliance. It doesn't take much. They think of doing a habit and there they are. They're able to do them. Now, I tried to think of different current TV series and movies of good examples of these, and there's a lot, but not everybody has seen all the TV series that I've seen. And so biblical characters are good examples. Let's look at Joseph in the Old Testament. When you think about him, he always did the right thing, no matter what kind of circumstance he was in. When he was thrown into the cistern and put in prison, he did the right thing. When the Potiphar's wife accused him, he did the right thing. So he was motivated by inner and outer expectations. So what about you? How do you respond to your inner desires, or those are expectations, or your outer expectations, which is going to mean what you do for other people, what you think that their expectations are. If you want to please them, if you want to be a role model for them, what is it? Tomorrow, we're going to look at the biggest level. The most amount of people are obligers. So tomorrow, we'll talk about maybe you. Let me know.